We are here with Long Beach State head coach Ellen Knight and student athletes Drs. McRaven, Nato Dickinson, and Kellen Larson after the championship match of the Hawaiian Islands presents the 2025 Outrigger Big West Men's Volleyball Championship. First, Coach, just an opening statement about tonight.
Yeah, both teams played pretty well out of the gate, but we had trouble, containing Hawaii's offense early on. They had a big number the first two sets, even though we did some okay things. I thought we settled in well in the third set. I thought we did a lot of good things in the fourth set. Just came up a point, here or there short on that. But, you look at the numbers, we got significantly better as it went along. We outblocked them, out-aced them. But we lose a close one in the fourth, and we just couldn't slow them down at the beginning to kind of get our block and defense in place, and that's credit to them. No, I don't mean that bad, but that was the difference of the match. It was kind of a race out of the gate, and then trying to rein that in a little bit. And that just comes from a little bit better execution in trans. We weren't great in transition, which is a really strong thing for us in the first two sets, and we were pretty good at it in the third and fourth. So, you learn from this, and we move on, and we get a chance to go to Ohio and get after it again. Look forward to that.
We'll open it up to questions from the media. Please state your name and organization before asking your question.
TJ Bashir, VBelo Report. In terms of the season you've put together, a lot of success. If you had the chance to have the men's volleyball committee sitting in front of you, what would you want to tell them?
I think that everyone's kind of hashed this over a whole bunch. I think that the body of work was that we'll be the #1 seed in the NCAA tournament.
And then for the players, out on the court tonight, how much you feel that the fans, played a factor into the ultimate outcome?
I love the fact that we had a great group of people travel over from Long Beach and support us even all the way out here on the islands. I think that just shows the support from our LBC family, and we just love that they could support us here.
Yeah, to add on to that, we also, playing in the pyramid, we're packed every single game, so we're used to it. It's nice to play here. It's nice to see a lot of people enjoy volleyball, and it's nice to play in front of a big crowd.
Brian McInnes with Spectrum News Hawaii for Coach Knight. When Moni uncorked those 4 aces in a row, how much of a lift did that feel for you guys, and it's something you guys could ride for a sustained period of time there?
Yeah, it was great. Obviously, they got the separation we needed. It gave us the opportunity to get into the third set and get the lead we needed to close that out. And, it gave us the opportunity just to get back into the match. And it really just came down to execution late, and a couple of plays here and there in the fourth set. We're still playing in 5, and, We've been doing this a while, moving different pieces in, different guys out there. We've been on the road. We've been here twice in the last couple of weeks, and most years we're here for the playoffs, and it's just good to go and get back and have an off week. That's the nice thing about the schedule this week. We'll get home because now we fly from here back to LA and our LAX, and then on to Ohio. And a lot of years you would be doing that on a couple of days turnaround. So that's kind of nice to get back to the pyramid and get some work done, get some recovery, and get ready to go play for a national championship.
And then one more from me for DRS. What was it like being here back home this week, and in addition to the regular season matches that you played out here?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great feeling. Great, it's a privilege to be able to come back home and play in the stadium that I grew up, coming by and watching the games for, and yeah, again, I'm just grateful, that I was able to be here and to be with this team, with this group of guys, and again playing against a really good team with UH, and yeah, again, just grateful for the opportunity for sure.
I'll give it a shot. David with the Star Advertiser. At the first set, Hawaii was very efficient offensively. What did you guys try to do to adjust during that first set?
We just didn't put enough service pressure on them. We're trying to find that balance, and we got it going as the match went on. And when you're hitting the number they were hitting, and we were hitting a decent number as well. They were just in system too much, and they have a lot of weapons too, and it's the entire the entire tournament, the entire conference has been great prep. These matches have been great for us. I think that whatever teams emerge from this whole thing and get to Ohio will benefit from going through the gauntlet of our schedule. And, I'm sure there's probably some benefit too of playing another tournament here in Hawaii.
For NATO, career night for you in Kills, fifth-year player. What is kind of your mindset? Not only getting the chance to play here on the big stage, but then really bounce back from performance in last night's match.
Yeah, obviously last night wasn't as efficient I'd like to be attacking-wise, but we play as a unit. It's not a one-man show ever. So I just really trusted that the guys would have my back tonight, and I had faith that they'd get me going from the start, and I knew no matter what was happening, I'd have their back, they'd have mine, and we just truck on like we always have.
Yeah, let me add one thing to that. NATO's been kind of a Swiss Army knife for us his whole career, and he's been playing middle. He played middle for us in some conference matches and some big matches early on because we've been, rotating a whole bunch of different pieces through like a lot of teams have been doing. But, to bounce right back over to the right and do what he did to end the season and then jump in there tonight and do it in this environment. I'm just more than anything, I'm just really proud of the lesson in life of just stick to it, keep working. You don't know when your time's going to come. It's maybe not always as soon as you want, but if you work hard enough, eventually that time will come. And NATO's a perfect example of that. When his time came, he was prepped, and I couldn't be happier. He was great tonight. He's been great in our gym, and he's been a big part of our success. So I'm really happy for him.
Thank you. Tonight we saw this last week as well. Sakanako was kind of quiet early in the match, and then he kind of seems to heat up as it gets in later and in some clutch moments. Could you comment on that?
Yeah, it's probably true.
Joseph Baptiste, Volleyball Press Media. The way that the game was, not only just with the crowd, but just the atmosphere of everything. What does it say about just how tough and how competitive the rivalry is between Hawaii and Monterey State?
Yeah, it's really, really good. There's great volleyball players on both sides, really well prepared, high level. Yeah, it's a great situation. Obviously, it's a really good situation if you host the tournament every year too. So.
Last question.
For Kellen, I think the stat sheet probably doesn't do you justice for your performance out there tonight. Just in terms of the work you put in this season, kind of what's your mindset in these big matches and really being the person to throw your body all over the court?
Yeah, like Nato said, it's nice that my teammates have my back, especially being a freshman. I'm not really, I haven't been in situations like this. This is my first year doing all this, so yeah, I just work as hard as I can, and I know that my teammates have my back no matter what happens, and I just trust myself and I trust my teammates, and yeah.
Let me add one thing. I just think that this has been a really unique year in the fact that I don't know if I've ever seen so many different pieces used for every team. I think that's a credit to all the teams played in the tournament. They all had different pieces at different times. I think it's a credit to the depth of the talent on all of the Big West teams. And I also think it's a huge credit to the coaching staffs of all 6 programs that they were able to continue to reinvent their teams when needed to play at the level all of the teams played at this tournament. It was really incredible, and all the teams and all the coaches should be really proud of the product that was out there.